On today's show, a homecoming adventure starts by navigating some unusual properties.
Unlike Strange, he doesn't get much stranger than 2 staircases and stepping over branches to get into your room.
Appreciating what's outside takes a bit of exercise too.
You've even got a view through here.
Even if you have to bend down for it.
You have to work for it.
But the hard work might just be worth it.
I wasn't expecting this sort of interior, but it's a nice surprise.
Welcome to Escape to the Country. Today I'm in North Wales, named to many as the adventure capital of Europe. The region's gorges, mountains and coastline have long been popular with those seeking the thrills of extreme sports. Now, of course, for many others too, you can simply enjoy a walk around this landscape as well. However, today I'm taking the extreme option. I'll see you at the bottom.
The region of North Wales is bound by both the Irish Sea and the border with England. In the area's largest county, Gwynedd, the average price of a detached home is currently £237,000. Not a bad price to pay to live within easy reach of Snowdonia National Park.
I think North Wales is mega. It's got the mountains, the sea. I love climbing and mountain biking, and if you want adventure, North Wales has got it. And when the sun is shining, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here.
Perhaps lesser known is the park's 37 miles of coastline. In the seaside resort of Barmouth, so pretty are the hillside homes that they're said to have been J.R.R. Tolkien's model for Hobbiton in Lord of the Rings. Clearly then, North Wales is an area that inspires countless visitors, as well as its residents.
I really love it here in North Wales because it's just so beautiful. There's a lot of history here, and there's something here for everyone.
Now, the word on the ground is that estate agents here in North Wales are experiencing one of the busiest summers in decades, with viewings up by 50% on where they were last year, as many city dwellers seek to relocate to the Welsh countryside. Certainly for today's buyers, that means they're going to have to get a move on, especially as for one of them, this move is all about coming home.
I'm excited about going back to Wales. I feel like I'm being drawn back to the motherland, so that's fantastic.
Retired police officers Claire and Mick have been married for over 20 years. They live in Bedfordshire, where they've raised their 2 grown-up sons.
Although Bedford is a really lovely town, and it's a market town, and it is a desirable place to live, I think our role as both having been police officers, we know a lot about the area.
Too much
about the area. It'd be really lovely to go somewhere where we're blissfully unaware of everything that is happening below the surface.
We are questioning ourselves as to why we are actually moving, because we do really like this house, but the boys have finished school, we're both retired now, and now I think is the time to go. Seek out the countryside and a better quality of life, definitely.
We are looking to move to North West Wales, which includes Snowdonia, all the really beautiful bits of Wales with mountains and beaches and forest areas.
We do like outdoor activities. I like cycling. It's a massive part of my life. Bedfordshire has some great roads for cycling, but Wales, the tarmac is better. It's so much smoother in Wales. So what I don't like about Wales is the hills. So if we could find the flat area of Wales to move to, then that would be ideal for me.
Think of your thighs. Going to be great.
It's not just Bedfordshire's flat roads they'll miss. So great is the couple's love for their current property, they're hoping to reproduce their favourite parts of it in their new home.
The house we live in Bedford is a 1930s semi-detached house. My favourite part probably is the gymnasium log cabin, which we put up in 2011. Wherever we go, I would like to have space for a gym, either in another outbuilding or within the house.
Maintaining aspects of their old life such as fitness, yoga and cycling might be important, but Claire and Mick are now looking forward to all the new things that a move to the country will bring.
Our boys are now no longer boys. They've got their own things happening in their life. We have now both retired. It's time for a change. Looking forward to just a completely different way of life.
And I'm excited about the new roads to cycle on.
Well, if Mick is looking for somewhere flat to ride his bike, he's probably picked the wrong country. I joke, of course. Clearly he and Claire are going to have to get used to pedalling uphill. But frankly, with views like that, I think you'll agree, it's almost certainly worth it. And in my experience, the joy is once you've reached the top of the hill, by the time you come down to the bottom, there's usually a nice, cosy pub waiting for you.
For a budget of £600,000, our buyers would like their new home to be detached with 3 to 4 bedrooms and enough space to recreate their at-home gym. They'd also like the property to be built from traditional Welsh materials such as slate and stone and come with at least an acre of land. We've scoured the hills and valleys of North Wales to find a stunning selection of properties for our house hunters to consider. But the attached price will remain a guessing game until the end of each tour. Our journey will culminate with the unveiling of the Mystery House, an option that might be further afield, but one that's certainly worth going the extra mile for. We'll be concentrating our search around the northwestern counties of Gwynedd, Conwy and Denbighshire. However, the couple haven't ruled out travelling closer to the border with England for the right property. I'm excited to be back in this beautiful part of Wales and ready to get our search underway.
Well, Mick, Claire, welcome back to Wales. It's good to be here, isn't it?
Good to
Yeah,
be back,
thank you.
Yeah.
And there is this notion in Wales of hiraeth, this sense of coming home, isn't there?
Yeah, it's not just the lovely people. You've got beaches, mountains, you've got forests, everything here in a really small area. It's perfect.
Yep, it definitely is drawing a line under an old part of our life, and this is the next stage, yeah.
Now, I understand that your search thus far has been pretty forensic and that you've drawn up a fairly complicated grid or spreadsheet.
Yeah, there's a spreadsheet which now has 13 points on it. That's the wish list. And what we aim to do is, if we look at a property, we aim to tick as many of those boxes as possible. And we also, when we've looked at a property, we also look at each other and say, what would you give it out of 10? So there's kind of like two things going on.
So it's rigorous.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A multi-scoring system.
So how optimistic are you that we're going to achieve what you haven't yet?
I'm quite confident that you're going to find us somewhere this week.
And I'm just hopeful, yeah. I've got everything crossed.
Good. Okay, no pressure then, obviously. Well, we have got, I think, some beautiful properties for you to look at and a glorious landscape to explore. We all love being here, and we've got £600,000 of your hard-earned cash to play with. So I am feeling pretty optimistic too. Shall we go?
Yes.
Come on, follow me.
Mick could enjoy access to a host of amenities, whilst back in Cynwyd, it's the first house in our lineup.
So there we go, look. Property number 1. What do you think of that?
Yes,
Yep.
really
Very
nice.
Yeah?
We're
Like
certainly
it a
in the
lot.
countryside.
We are absolutely in the countryside.
I love the stone, love the slate.
Yeah, and I like the colour of the windows and the door, yeah.
So far, tick,
Yeah.
tick, tick.
So
Looking
far,
good.
tick, tick, tick.
This detached Grade 2 listed stone cottage would have started life as a simple farm building. Thought to be around 400 years old, it's been thoughtfully restored and turned into a charming and rather original family home.
Right, come on in. What do you reckon?
Love the floor.
Great, isn't it?
Love the slate floor.
In terms of the sort of style that you're both seeking, is this the sort of thing that
Yeah.
inherently appeals?
Yes, it is. Solid wood, slate.
Stone.
Yeah. Lots of stone,
Yeah,
lots of
beams.
wood.
Good. Well, let's have a look in here. This is rather sweet too.
Yeah, that's a lovely big wood-burning stove.
massive.
Bigger than what we've got at home.
So have we ticked the characterful box?
Oh yes, most definitely.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's oozing it.
So next up then, we'll go for the kitchen, which if I'm honest, may be one area where we might need to use a little bit of imagination.
Okay.
Right, follow me down here. This warren, as it opens up, you'll see you've got downstairs family bathroom here, utility room in there. I guess a downstairs bedroom come sort of studio kind of thing at the moment. And then this is the kitchen.
It is on the small side, isn't it? And I know you like to knock through kitchen and dining rooms, and there's not that option here, but yeah, you probably won't need it.
Everywhere we've been, I've knocked through. However, that's when we had a growing family
Yeah.
where you kind of need a live-in kitchen, but we don't need that anymore.
Yeah, you've moved on.
Yeah.
So maybe my fears were unfounded.
It's not the end of the world.
Excellent, good. Well, go at it with an open mind. That's all I can ask. Well, if you like what you see downstairs and you think this is characterful, just wait till you see what's going on upstairs. Go on, mate, after you.
And the quirkiness starts before we even reach the first floor.
Now, this is unusual. Twin staircase,
Yep.
separated by this enormous beam, you can see. Bedroom through there.
It's a big room.
Must be a boys' room, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
One of the boys did have to fight over it.
At the top of the second staircase is a room that provides access to the master bedroom. I think it shouldn't take too much trouble to convert this area into an ensuite bathroom.
To get to the master bedroom itself, you have to step over the beam here. I wouldn't suggest removing that, which is why they've not done it. But you can see how they've managed to give this old agricultural building an upstairs space. And then this is the master bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
I guess this is different to what you've got already.
Yeah, definitely. A lot different to what we have now. But it's quite a lot of room.
I like strange. I mean, it doesn't get much stranger than 2 staircases and stepping over branches to get into your room.
Beams everywhere.
Yeah.
So you've got a sort of measure of it, I think. We should probably go and consider the price.
Outside, it's more than just countryside views on offer. This 1 acre plot includes a large detached outbuilding, which could be the ideal space for Claire and Mick's at-home gym, assuming, of course, the budget allows for it.
Well, there you go. Proof that it does stop raining in Wales. Excellent. Shall we talk about the price then on this one? You've got £600,000 to spend on this new chapter of your lives.
I do have a figure in mind.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 475.
£475,000. Okay.
I am going to go 480.
£480,000. Well, not bad, to be honest with you. It's actually up for £495,000.
Okay.
Surprising?
No, I think that's about right. I'm not surprised.
He's always going to go low.
Go and have a wander then. Now you know what you've got left to play with in the budget, and I will come and find you a little bit later on.
Smashing,
Thank
thanks.
you.
This converted stone cottage blends traditional Welsh rural life with something altogether less conventional. Comfortably under Claire and Mick's top budget of £600,000, the money left over could be used to adapt the property to their own requirements.
I can understand why Jules has started off with this property because you stand outside and you see the 400-year-old stone building and it's really attractive. But to make it work for us, I can see there being quite a few changes that will need to be done.
This house is totally unconventional. Nothing is where you'd expect it to be, but I like that about it. I think that's what lifts it from being a 3 up, 3 down to being something a little bit special and a little bit magical.
Well, maybe I spoke too soon. The weather's come back to greet us. But that's it, the end of property number 1. Are we happy?
Yep, very.
Yeah.
It's given me an interesting steer, I think, on what you're after. But well worth seeing.
Yeah.
Good, right, come on, let's get out of the rain.
Escaping to the country is, for many, an opportunity to get immersed in a region's language, food and culture. But we've arranged a way for our health and fitness conscious couple to connect with their new surroundings on an even deeper level. Our couple are in the Nant Francon Valley in northern Snowdonia, visiting one of the premier sites in the UK in which to practice yoga. They're meeting centre manager Jane Clapham.
So what is it that you do here?
We are a social enterprise. We've been established over 42 years and we're a teacher training school. So we train people in yoga, meditation and Ayurveda courses.
What would doing yoga here add to the whole experience?
Doing yoga in Snowdonia is just such a powerful thing because the rocks here are 500 million years old. They're some of the oldest rocks on the planet. And of course, people come from all over the world to come into this ancient environment to find stillness and health and balance.
Jane has arranged a private lesson with one of the centre's teacher trainers, Christiana, who's going to tell them more about a very specific type of yoga practiced at the centre.
Thank you to everybody for coming. Hello, hi Claire, hi Nick.
Right.
Hello.
Yes.
What is Drew Yoga?
The word Drew actually refers to the polar star, and that's the fixed point in the sky around which everything else evolves. So Drew Yoga, through the movements, helps you to come back to that still point inside of you.
If I'm watching the class over there, it seems like this is a very flowing type of yoga.
Yeah, that's correct. So this type of yoga really focuses on flowing movements because we know that energy can get trapped in the body. So we have specific energy block release sequences that aim to address exactly that. Would you like to give it a go?
Yes.
Yep. Brilliant. Okay, let's go then.
Christiana is going to lead them through a beginner's level flow, which begins in Tadasana, or mountain pose. How apt.
Just bring your feet like hip width distance apart, softening the ankles and the knees a little bit. Bring our weight onto the left leg and just lift the heel to the opposite ankle. Then as you lift the arms either side of your body, long inhale, feel it rising through the spine. So the spine is lifting and keeping the elbows soft and the hands relaxed. And then just bring the hands together above your head. Good. And then draw the hands down through the midline from here. Exhale, coming down. Feel the shoulders relaxing, just any stress dropping off you. Breathing in. Here we turn the wrists, fingers point forwards. Perfect. We gently push away. Exhale, and here the shoulders can really relax. And then opening the arms. The inhale.
I don't know about you, but I think Claire and Mick have attuned their bodies and spirit to get into the right frame of mind for a bit more energetic property shopping. We're not travelling far for our next offering, which is just 1.5 miles from the town of Bala. The area is a haven for wildlife enthusiasts, and nearby Llyn Terrig is home to otters, red kites and the Gwyniad fish, a species not found anywhere else in the world. The lake also serves a recreational purpose and is home to 2 sailing clubs. At 4 miles long, it's the largest natural lake in Wales, and just a short walk from its banks is our second property.
Right, guys, well, we got a bit of good weather to take in the views from property number 2. What do you think?
Yeah, the view's amazing and the property looks impressive as well. It's all looking good.
Before we get into that, let's talk about the land. So the last one, had an acre, but maybe the outdoor space was a little bit limiting.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was, yeah.
What would be the ideal?
About 4 acres.
About 4 acres.
Would be
4 acres is a nice size.
Yeah.
Let me raise you to 65 acres.
Really?
What, the mountain?
Pretty much.
This would be our mountain.
Yes.
Nice.
You have got a 65 acre upland farmstead.
Right.
I'm a little bit stunned. Lost for words. It looks lovely.
Not daunted? Not put off?
No, not at all. Quite the opposite, actually. From what you've said, I'm quite interested now.
Right then, come and have a look.
This vast acreage will, of course, add significant value to a property. Nonetheless, I think both the land, along with this idyllic-looking farmhouse, present so much potential and income opportunities that I simply had to show it to them. Separated into 2 distinct parts, the original whitewashed cottage dates back to the 18th century and is a self-contained unit of its own. The adjoining outbuilding was converted into a domestic dwelling much later and is now the heart of this characterful home.
Oh, it's nice and cosy. Come on in here.
Despite being a house of 2 halves, it is the harmonious blending of the old and the new that makes this place so special.
Ah, this is the source of the heat that we're enjoying today.
That's nice.
Oh, that is nice.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I can already see where I would put things and how I would make this ours. It's just really, really lovely. It's got such a lovely warm feeling, yet it's clean, it's contemporary.
And there's more to see. We've
And
only
there's
been
more
through
to
2
see.
rooms.
Absolutely. Come and have a look through here.
At the rear of the kitchen is the gateway to the older part of the property, accessed via a study.
So welcome to the turn of the 18th and 19th centuries.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is there to say? You've also got a secondary galley kitchen through there, which is much older, of course, than what you've got in there. But if you wanted to have this as a separate holiday let or something for the boys or friends to come and stay, etc., you could easily just give them effectively their own front door.
The flow from the two sides, it works really well, and you can see that it's multifunctional. All of these rooms could be multifunctional.
I wasn't expecting this sort of interior, and yeah, it's a surprise, but it's a nice surprise, so it's good. It's all good.
I think I'm partly sold, yeah. I am well on the way to being sold.
Good. Excellent. Well, let's see if what's on offer upstairs helps to seal the deal. There's plenty to see. So have a look, take your time, and I will find you outside and we'll finish up and talk about the price.
Lovely, thank you.
Go on. After you.
And would you believe it, this is the second property we're seeing with 2 staircases.
Oh, here we go.
A shower room serves the bedrooms, of which there are 3, all benefiting from beam ceilings and oak flooring, including the master bedroom.
Yeah, that's nice. I love that fireplace.
I love the fireplace. So far, it's got the space we need. It's got really lovely things in all of the rooms.
Yeah, that works, yeah. I like that. Yeah, I like this.
It's just beautiful.
Big enough for one of the boys, without a doubt.
I think they are really enjoying the mix of new and old that this very unique building offers them. I'm so glad we had a chance to show it to them. I really am.
Hey, Mick. You've even got a view through here.
Even if you have to bend down
You have to
for it.
work for it, but there's definitely a view there as well.
Around 2/3 of the property's 65 acres have been allocated to grazing, with the rest given over to woodland. Closer to the house, a large lawn garden blends seamlessly with the countryside that surrounds it. And a series of stone outbuildings once used for livestock now provide an opportunity for redevelopment.
Look at that view. I mean, if it only came with an acre, that would still be good enough, wouldn't it?
It's absolutely to
Yeah,
die for.
stunning. Right, this has got to be right at the top end of our budget, if not over it, but I'm going to say 600,000.
Yeah.
I am going to go 5,000 under.
£595,000.
Yeah.
I am going to disappoint both of you, I'm afraid. And don't be too shocked. It is currently on the market for £700,000.
Right.
Perhaps not surprisingly, this has already attracted quite a lot of interest. Offers have been coming and going. They all start with a 6.
Okay.
So you are going to have to go over budget somewhat, but the door is open to a conversation. But I suspect it's a conversation you're going to have fairly quickly
Right.
because of the amount of interest in it.
It's food for thought.
It's another sleepless night for me, that's what it is.
Go on, go and console yourselves, but maybe think more broadly about what you can do about it in the short term.
Okay.
Off you go.
Lovely.
I will come and find you a little bit later.
Over budget, but open to offers and with considerable income potential, this traditional stone farmhouse presents multifunctional spaces ideal for visiting family. Not only that, the almost infinite opportunities that come from owning 65 acres of land make this a property that just had to make it onto our lineup.
Over 60 acres, I'm told it's 45 football pitches. It's a staggering amount, but it does start you thinking, how can we use it? How can we allow other people to use it and potentially look at business opportunities which may go some way to compensate towards the price?
The asking price was a shocker because it is a lot over our budget, but it's not written it off. It is still a possibility, yeah, because it's such a nice property.
Well, well, well. We have given you quite a lot to think about with this one, haven't we?
Oh,
Yeah, it's definitely.
But it's been a good day, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lots for you to consider, and it's not over yet. There's still one more to come tomorrow, but my goodness me, this is going to take a bit of consideration, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
property hunting in North Wales with Claire and Mick. The couple currently live in the town of Bedford, and with their budget of £600,000, they're searching for a more rural setting in which to enjoy their retirement from the police force. Coming up, our enticing mystery house may have found its next occupant.
It's my house. My name on it, that house.
Has it?
Yeah.
And I brave the world of extreme sports, Snowdonia style.
How did I get talked into doing this?
£375,000. But if you're just stopping by for a holiday, this beautifully crafted wood cabin, again near Conwy, oozes character and is within easy reach of Snowdonia National Park. Prices at this small but perfectly formed hideaway start at £105 per night.
Well, there's no escaping the fact that our house search this week has seen emotions running pretty high for both Mick and Claire. And I think, to be honest with you, on our final day of house hunting, we're just going to dial it up a little bit further because we have one more property to show them. And that, of course, is our mystery house. It is a seamless combination of the old and the new. It is, frankly, as mystery houses go, one of the finest I have seen of late. And let's be honest, I have seen quite a few.
On our way to the mystery house, we're stopping off in the town of Welshpool. The furthest east we've come on our property search, the town is set in the rolling borderlands just 4 miles from England. Welshpool's fine Georgian streets are home to a range of shops as well as the former Corn Exchange, now the Town Hall. Grander perhaps is the nearby medieval fortress Powys Castle, one of the area's top visitor attractions. The town is also served by strong rail and road connections that might appeal to Claire and Mick's sons who are based in England. A practical choice perhaps, but it wouldn't mean compromising on the Welsh charm found deeper in the country. Whilst Claire and Mick familiarise themselves with what's on offer in this pretty market town, I've made my way 10 miles west to check out our final offering.
Well, this is it. This is the mystery house I am aching to show Mick and Claire. On the face of it, it's a new build, but believe you me, once you get inside, it's anything but. I'm also pretty sure that the finish in here is really going to wow them. There you go, there's a taster of what's to come. One thing I've learned from our house search thus far with Claire and Mick is that they really love that combination of new and old. And this is where I think our mystery house really delivers. It is absolutely stunning. A very inventive solution to combining an existing property with bags of character, but with a striking new build element as well.
I cannot wait to reveal this exciting proposition to Claire and Mick. Situated in glorious isolation, the surrounding open fields offer mere glimpses of the neighbouring properties. Amenities are a short drive away in the nearby town of Llanfair Cyrainion. Set in the Banwy Valley, a river of the same name passes through the town, which is also surrounded by rolling hills and pretty countryside.
Okay, so this is what we're going to broker to you as our mystery house.
That's a lot of house.
It is a lot of house. You have to try and picture here an original 2-up, 2-down cottage with a barn attached,
Okay.
which has been dismantled and then encased in this new build. But the nice thing is that they've kept many of the original features from the original property.
You've surprised me by saying that there's original features in there, because from the outside it does just look like a new build. So yeah, I'm excited to go in and see the original stuff.
Come on, let's have a look.
In contrast to the last property's 65 acres, this beautifully situated and detached property comes with just over 1 acre. But what it lacks in plot size, it more than makes up for in property.
Right, come on in, guys.
That's a great kitchen, isn't it?
I see the original.
You can see now how they've managed to incorporate, the old property within this.
Yeah, I like what I see so far. Yeah, definitely.
There you go. The original Inglenook, beautifully kind of reimagined, I suppose, to give you but one of the reception rooms here.
I'm thinking this is my cosy space.
Go through there.
Okay.
There's yet more to explore. It just keeps giving, really. If Claire's got next door, Maybe you could have this.
No, I've changed my mind this
This is not the main living room. This is just an added bonus.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, you've definitely got me at the moment.
Concluding the tour downstairs, there's a utility room, cloakroom and study. Upstairs is a top-of-the-range family bathroom. There are also 4 double bedrooms, all benefiting from a wonderful rural outlook. But they're not the only place to take in the view.
Oh wow, all you can see is green fields and sheep. It's amazing. That's nice. Yeah.
It's
Love
just
the original beams.
absolutely beautiful,
Lots of space.
as opposed to a restricted height space.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought I'd done it yesterday with house number 2, but today's another day. This is another property, and I suspect our journey is taking yet another interesting twist.
Oh, staircase.
There's some sort of path in here.
Right, okay. Let's have a look. Oh, right, into another bedroom. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this.
This is the master bedroom here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because here's the ensuite.
Oh, okay. Can you just leave me for half an hour? I'll be in the bath.
Wow.
I could live in this
The
house.
question is how much?
Yeah, I don't want to get any hopes up. And I don't know if we can afford this,
Yeah,
but I desperately want to be able to.
yeah. No, I agree with you. Exactly.
I can hear some very positive chatter going on upstairs. I think it's doing its trick. It may even seal the deal, but perhaps we save the best till last, because the living room, we've not seen it yet. But it's just through here. Here they come.
You found the second staircase then? Now, please tell me that you liked what you saw.
No, I didn't like it. I loved it.
Stunning.
Loved it.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning.
And of course, you come down here into the living room. We've saved this till last.
Yeah, we'd like to live here, please.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Let's go outside and see what that offers you, and then we'll get down to business, shall we?
Okay.
Come on.
Outside the 1.1 acre plot is mostly later lawn, which wraps around the property on 3 sides. There's also a garage with attached carport in use as a workshop.
So,
Big question.
the big question now comes, doesn't it? How much then, Claire, do you think this is on the market for?
I'm going to say 600,000.
£600,000, yeah. All in then, Mick?
I was going to say that, but maybe a bit more, so I'm probably going to go 625.
£625,000 would seem a fair price for this. I don't want to disappoint you, which is why I'm absolutely delighted to tell you that this is on the market for £575,000.
Yeah, that's good. I'm surprised. I'm surprised at that.
There you go, Claire. It's doable.
That is
Yeah.
doable.
I have a feeling that we will be making that.
Maybe in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Well, look, don't rush it just yet. We'll give you 5 minutes, perhaps a bit longer, to go and explore the house at your leisure. Just enjoy it. Go on, off you go.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Off you go. And go and relax in the sure knowledge that they can happily afford it. What a brilliant end to a perfect house tour.
This modern detached family home comes in a welcome £25,000 under budget, but provides 4 double bedrooms with plenty of living space. It's also surrounded by open countryside, not far from a quaint Welsh town.
I spent last night imagining myself living in property 2, and then you've brought us here today, and I think this is the one for us.
It's a completely different prospect to anything we've seen before. It's so much more house. I can already see us living here. I just hope we are in a position to secure it.
If you score it out of 10,
I think, what we're saying, 11? We're saying 11 out of 10?
it's quite possibly an 11.
It's my house. Got my name on it, that house.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I hoped it might. It's certainly quite a property.
It is indeed.
But that's it, guys. House tours are now over.
Okay,
Shall we?
absolutely.
Before you come back? Come on.
Okay, has to offer. One of the good things about the canyoning actually is it doesn't matter, come rain or shine, put a wetsuit on, jump in the river.
You're going to get wet anyway, so what does it matter? Well, I'm really excited to do this. You know, I've known North Wales for over 35 years of my life. I've experienced it in many ways, but never from the water up. So this for me is a first, but I genuinely can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited to show you, let's go.
For millennia, this cascading mountain river has been carving out fantastic paths through the gorge. And today we'll be scrambling, swimming and sliding down lots of them.
And is Sparks here going to come in the water with us?
Yeah, Sparky grew up in the river here, she knows the way.
She looks as cool as a cucumber. I, on the other hand, am now feeling slightly terrified. So how do we do this then? What's the plan?
So you're going to stand on the edge here, falling in backwards like a falling tree, arms across your chest.
How did I get talked into doing this? Okay, ready? Right, go. Look it up, that's the shot.
Now, ordinarily, I'm more partial to a brisk country walk, I'll admit it, but keen to make the most of the experience, it's not long before I'm jumping in feet first.
Amazing. And look at that behind me. That's what we've just come down.
And the crescendo of my canyoning journey? A 40-metre long zip wire.
Well, I don't mind admitting I was absolutely terrified stepping off that waterfall. But wow, what a way to experience the beauty of the Welsh countryside. There is nothing quite like this. And frankly, if I can do it, so can you. Well, it is now time to draw Claire and Mick's house search to a close. I think it is fair to say we have given them more than enough to think about this week, but what of their future? Well, perhaps here in the quiet confines of a beautiful walled garden, we can make sense of it all. In a good way, I hope.
Yeah.
3, I think, really interesting properties this week, which you have given due consideration. But I think it's fair to say there is a favourite, and it is
The mystery house.
the Mystery House. Okay.
I could have designed that house myself. It is everything that I want in a house, and it's a 10 out of 10 house.
Wow. That's praise indeed, because we get lots of 9s, but a 10 out of 10 house. Same for you, Mick?
Yeah, definitely. It's absolutely lovely inside and yeah, more or less perfect for us.
I think it is a proposition which gives you lots of house, but still set within, you know, some very pretty countryside, albeit in a part of Wales that you had perhaps not fully considered. So, what happens next, Mick?
We need to do a little bit more research and speak to the agents. There's a couple of questions we have, and yeah, we are considering making an offer.
Are you?
We're not going to waste time.
Yeah, don't.
Because time is of the essence in the current market.
Yeah. Well, look, it's a big investment, it's a big decision, but I'm really pleased that we've given you lots to think about and hopefully ended up with a genuinely viable option in which you can now see yourselves living for the future. So, best of luck, and as always, let us know how you get on, but it has been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. We've enjoyed it too.
Yeah. Thank you.
I am lucky enough to have spent over half my life living in Wales, and there is no getting away from the fact that once known and experienced, this landscape draws you in like a big embracing pair of arms. It's like a magnet that keeps drawing you back. Certainly that is the case for Claire, and now of course for Mick. But when you look at this landscape, and understand just how rich it is in culture, in language and in history. It's a bond well worth being in. I'll see you next time.
I am thrilled to report that Claire and Mick made an offer on the Mystery House which was accepted, and they hope to be moving into their new home any day now. If you would also like to escape to the country in Wales, Northern Ireland, Scotland or England and need our help, you can apply online at bbc.co.uk/take part.